Good morning. Let me show you how I make my coffee. I've got a Keurig, so I've really been enjoying the maple pecan. It's Starbucks. My machine, it only goes up to 12, and I want more than that. So I set it for 8, and I run it through twice. Usually I use one of these travel mugs. They don't fit underneath here, but I do have a mug that does. While that's going, I'll show you what I do then. I've been using the Thai Kitchen coconut cream, and a serving of that is 30 grams. So I've been zeroing this out, and what I do with this, the way it comes is a combination of the oil, of being oily, and then a solid, fatty solid in there. So I usually put it in my my blender, and then that gives it that flop, that thicker, denser, fluffier. So then I do the 8 ounces. Run it through a second time, and then I've been using the Almond chocolate electrolytes. I have meat in here defrosting. I've got the ground beef. I need to use up the lean ground beef, so I've got that going. I'll just make sure I add extra fat with it this week. And I've got some pork steaks, chicken thighs, pork steaks, and some shrimp. So anyway, with this, I just add about half of this. And then I close it up, and I put a little clamp on it. And then I'll use the other half tomorrow. Oftentimes I'll use this. Like if I don't have my my travel mugs, I can shake up because of the lid, but with this I can't. So I like to just do this just a little bit to mix up the electrolytes and the cream. The coconut cream. This one is on its own little electric stand, the plug-in stand, so I just have it sitting in my window, and I just pull it out when I want to use it. Then I add my other 8 ounces. There you go. That's my coffee, and I usually sip on this. Usually end up finishing it off by 10, but I still eat. I don't wait until this is gone to eat. So I'll put this back in the refrigerator, and I'll show you the rest of what we're going to do with our foods later today. Hello again. We got a lot going on today. Got a whole lot of things. I haven't really plugged them into my Fitness Pal yet. So what I'll do is when it comes time to figure out the servings, then I'll plug it in. I just have to remember what's in each thing. So anyway, here we go. Let me get you turned around. So I'm going to be using my air fryer today for some things. I've got 4 slices of bacon going. I've got that ground beef cooking. Hang on, you're on the tripod over there. I've got some, wait a minute. As usual, I haven't turned the crock pot on, but I just put it in there like 2 minutes ago, so I'm not worried about it. Anyway, so I got the ground beef going. That's the 97% lean. I've got some shrimp I'm going to put with some hot dogs and some onions and peppers and some Creole seasoning. And I've got some pork steak I'm going to do. So I got a lot going on today. I have my air fryer heating up. And I'm going to start off with the pork steaks. I'll put some of them in. Not sure if I'm going to do them all or not yet. Haven't reached that point of knowing exactly what I'm doing today. As I was going through my freezer, I knew there's some things I needed to use up or else they're going to go bad. So I've got some Adobo Seasoning with pepper. This is the one I've got going. I really like this. I'm going to put a little this garlic, McCormick all-purpose garlic and herbs. And then I'm going to use some onion salt. Hang on. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of massage those seasonings in real good. Got one that's kind of still frozen. So I'll I'll be cooking the pork before I do that. So like I said, that's the air fryer is preheating. I set it on 400. I have not used it for pork steak. I've used it for steaks. And I'm like, let's use it for some stuff today. I always avoid it. And I'll probably do some of them in the skillet. But just doing my weekly meal prep, and as I go along I'll show you. So I've been doing right about 1,600 calories this week, which consists of my breakfast casserole, 1/8 of the breakfast casserole. Then I've been doing 1 cup of spinach, raw, 1 cup of raw cabbage with 6 tomatoes and 2 tablespoons of bacon pieces and 2 tablespoons of G-Hugh salad dressing. And I've been taking 1.5 of those burgers. So in essence, 6 ounces of burgers. And I take that for lunch. And then supper has been 1.5 burgers for supper and 2 cups of veggies. And usually maybe like a tablespoon of ketchup and 1 tablespoon of barbecue sauce. But let me check the bacon. So my air fryer has dinged that it has reached 400 degrees. So I'm just gonna lay some pork steaks along the bottom of it. Just see what I think of this method. Doing some smaller pieces. And then my bacon is done frying. So then some of these bigger pieces I'm gonna do in my skillet. Scoot over here. Okay. I'll do 4 minutes. And then, whew, the skillet is smoking. I'm gonna pull it off the heat for a second. Well, I'll hold it. That ought to cool it down. All right, so I'm gonna fry those. when I pan fry them, I usually do about like 4 or 5 minutes on one side and 4 or 5 minutes on the other side. This bacon, I'm just going to let dry up here. In the end, I'm going to crumble it up. And, okay. So I'll let you, we got 3 minutes. You don't need to sit and watch me. And so I'll let you know in 3 minutes when that's ready. Whew, it's smoky. Okay, I got 2 dings going off at once. This one, so I'll go in and I'll flip my pork steaks. Places where they touched, I'll make sure I move those, separate those a little bit. I'll do another 4 minutes. And then I'll go flip my steaks on my skillet. Okay. So, like I said, I've got multiple things going on. So let me take out a plate. One thing is going to be shrimp and hot dogs. And I'm just going to leave them in this bag until I'm ready to open them. I'm going to open up the hot dogs so I can get those cut up. I had 4 pork steaks with the bones, and so the dogs think I gave them the bones. So they keep coming back like, hey, you got any more of them bones, lady? Boy, this knife is pitiful. Basically just mashing through the donuts. Or donuts. I haven't had a donut in 2 years. That's funny. And my brain said donuts. Hot dogs. It's funny, I was singing the Armour hot dog song the other day. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I remember all the words to it. Okay. I'm keeping the package over here in my sink so that way whenever I figure out everything that I'm adding, I can scan it for putting it into MyFitnessPal. Problem I've had with MyFitnessPal is if I don't scan something, then it will put in the wrong thing, like my creamer or the coconut cream that I've been using. It had that in. It was way too much carbs, and I'm not sure what the deal was. So, but after I scanned it, it changed it. So I'm removing the tails from my shrimp. I said I was going to leave them in there until I was ready, but there's room on this plate. So since this is what I was going to put together with a little bit of the pork steak for my Cajun type thing. And these are everything's already cooked, so that's nice. For this stuff, it's mostly just going to be about warming it up. If you're my age, you're going to know this song. Are you ready? Hot dog. Armour hot dog. Let's see. Something, 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 Armour hot dog. Oh, I think everybody likes to eat armored hot dogs. Was it big kids, little kids, kids who climb on rocks, fat kids, skinny kids, even kids with chicken pox love hot dogs. Armor hot dogs. The dogs kids love to bite. And I just don't remember that one section. I'll have to Google that in a little bit. Just don't mix up your tails with your shrimp like I almost did. Well, everything's getting done at the same time. That's not good. Hot dogs. Armor hot dogs. Something, armor hot dog. Boy, if this was a live video, I would hope that you all would be able to tell me what that is. Okay, let's see here. I could probably give the tails to the dogs, but they're already hovering around me after I gave them those bones. So the last thing I need is for them to... out. The last thing I need is for them to be around even more in my space. They're already climbing under my feeties. Alright, now let me wash my hands here and see what we got going on. Since the stove top is still cooking, I better check that one first and foremost. Big kids, little kids, kids who climb on rocks, fat kids, skinny kids, even, I'm using up all my plates, but, oh, hey, let me use this. This'll work. Even kids with chicken pox love hot dogs. Armor hot dogs. It's the dogs kids love to bite. Okay. So these in here are crispier, but it might be because with the oil in the skillet, I don't know, maybe I'm just reaching. Maybe I'm just reaching. Alright, I'll put this back in there. I did 5 first a while ago, and I'll put these in the skillet. When I do like different things like this, I definitely dirty more plates. Definitely dirty more plates. Let's set a timer, 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. Let's take a look at one of these and make sure they're okay. Oh yeah, that looks good. So I'm going to cut it up into bite-sized pieces because you know that's how I roll. And in a little bit, I'm going to make like a bacon type gravy sauce type thing to go, to go with the pork chops or pork steaks. And then I'm going to also, like I said, I'll have some with the hot dogs and shrimp. So I'll be weighing out to see how much is in which. So that way I can plug it into my FitnessPal and see. So the approximation, my breakfast with my coffee and my casserole has been about 560, 570, something like that. Maybe 580, don't quote me. And then my lunch has been around the same thing, 5 something. And then my dinner has been 5 something. So I've been doing fairly well. So here's the difference in my channel and some of the other channels. A lot of the channels that are out there are people who have already done keto. They've already lost their weight. They're going back and they're telling you what they did to lose weight. So when they hit their stalls, you know, they've already been through their stalls. They can tell you what they did when they did it, but I'm actually doing it as, you know, as I record. So there was not, when I first started, I couldn't find any channels of somebody who was obese like me, who was actually in the process of trying to lose weight. And so what you see is me each week or each time trying to find what is going to work for me. So what I'm doing, you know, what I did in the beginning worked well for what I needed in the beginning. But now I need to tweak so that I can, you know, get some more weight loss going. Like I said, I've been stalled for 8 months, so I need to do something. So you are witnessing me redoing, rearranging, seeing what I need to do each week, every couple weeks, in order to lose weight. So that's the difference in my channel and some of the others. Is, like I said, they already lost weight, so you're getting to see somebody well polished who's already been down this road. They know what worked for them, and so they're just telling you the backstory. With me, you're getting to see the story of what I'm going through right now. Hang on, there we go. I had a pop up. Sorry about that. And this thing has 28 seconds. I bought these last week on Amazon, and then I forgot why I ordered them. I'm so silly. I saw some recipes where they put marinara and then some meat and some cheese, and marinara, meat and cheese, and some pepperonis. So they use only a big round one. They used it for a pizza or lasagna. So I bought some of these because I'm like, you know, that's perfect. I could make it and take it to work. Now, I'm not making any of that this week, but I'm just saying that I bought these for that purpose, and I'm so, you know, flighty, I forgot that I had ordered them. And when they came, I was like, I'm so confused. Why did I buy these? And I had to go back and rewatch a video I had seen on YouTube, because it had like 7 or 8 different days worth of meals. And so I knew I got the idea watching her video. I just couldn't remember why and what I got them for. So anyway, yeah. Because your girl ain't always the brightest crayon in the box. So 4 minutes on the other, and then I'll cut them up, and we'll kind of mess with this a little bit. So I've put the shrimp. Sorry, I've got you in my hand here because I can't set you on the other side. I put the shrimp and the hot dogs in here. I measured out everything that I'm going to add. I still have to cut up my pork steak that's going to come in here. I figured out 8 ounces. And then I'm also going to add, it is cabbage. And I bought this kind. It is 290 grams of cabbage that I'm going to put in here. And I'm going to put in my Cajun seasoning. So let me put you back on my tripod and see if I can give you a better view. Okay, so I've got some Creole seasoning. I've really never done much with this, but for some reason lately, I've been craving some spicy stuff. I have no idea why. So I'm going to sprinkle some of this in. Right now it's the shrimp and the hot dogs. I forgot who I was watching, and they said they were talking about Nathan Hot Dogs has only one carb per hot dog, and when I was looking yesterday, that's accurate. This is some slap your mama, and then Creole seasoning. And I need to cut these pork steaks so they can go into it. Got on a medium heat right now to kind of wilt the cabbage. I'm so excited. Like I said, I can never tell you on meal prep day how the weight's going. However, all week, so usually the way my weight goes is Monday's my lowest, and then throughout the week it'll go up 2 or 3 pounds, sometimes 4 pounds, depending on how much extra I sit. And this past week, it stayed at the low weight, except by Friday it was 1 pound up. So I'm hoping that that is a good sound. What I will do is, if I forget and I post this, I'll make a new video Monday morning about what the weight is, but I should remember when I'm all done with today. I should remember not to post it. So I'll come back and show you how that looks after that's wilted and stuff. So while I have that other, while that's wilting, I've never put chicken in the air fryer before. Today will be my first day. So this chicken, they were boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I cut them in half, and then as you saw, I seasoned them. So they're not super thick, but I'm definitely trying to give them space so they don't overlap. And we're going to see how this turns out. I'm going to do them, I'll do 5 minutes and see how they look. Okay, the chicken just dinged. Let's see how that's looking. It's obviously not done, so let's put it in. Do 5 more minutes. I got a new thermometer. Well, it would help if I put the battery in. I won't make you suffer watching me do that. So here is that hot dog and shrimp and pork and cabbage I made. It ended up being, I plugged it in and I did it in 4s, and it is 506 calories and 6.2 carbs. So my salad is usually 126 calories and 6 carbs. So it's not terrible. So $3.39. This is how I kind of divide things up so that they're closer to even. Okay, $3.11. 318, 276. No, I don't want it to be all hot dogs. Okay, so 287, 300, 285, 302, 316. There. All right, good enough. So these can be my suppers or lunches or whatever I choose to use them as. Let me get these put away and then we'll check the chicken. So probably I won't have to, I'll have too much food, but that's all right. All right, let's see how this thing works. Chicken is 165. 190 something, 177, 180. I'm trying to just go in a little bit. 180. Okay, so they should be done. We're going to put them out on a plate. And put in the next batch, and then I can check them and see. I made my breakfast casserole this week, and the eggs didn't finish cooking. But what happens is I microwave it, so those eggs cook up when it's in the microwave. So hopefully that won't happen to the chicken. But I think I might be able to get away with doing 3 rounds of chicken. All right. I don't remember what I did it on, so I'll do 5. Let's cut into this and see. Oh yeah, that looks done. No pink in there. Yep. Yep. Okay, so what else we got going? I gotta think a minute, so I'm gonna pause you. So I'm moving you over here while that chicken is working. I've got 180 grams of mushrooms. They were sliced, the portobello kind, and I went ahead and broke those apart. You don't need to watch how to do that. And I'm adding 4 pieces of bacon. I'm just trying to get it all softened up and mixing these flavors together. This is going to be like a gravy. I've got some unsweetened almond milk. I'm also going to add some minced onions. It does not have anything about the nutrition of these, so I have no idea, but I'll figure it out when I go to plug it in. Oh, that's probably 2 tablespoons of minced onions in there. I'm just kind of letting it all, like I said, soften up together. This is going to be a pork gravy, or a gravy that I'm going to put over my pork. When I was carnivore, I would have used heavy cream, but instead I'm going to use some almond milk. I think I'm going to use a couple tablespoons of my coconut cream. 2 tablespoons coconut cream. Not sure how much of the milk I'm going to do yet because I need to see the consistency. I have some xanthan gum also. Where's the spoon? The spoon. So I said 2 tablespoons of this. So 1, 2. Except I'm going to meal prep day. I don't have to eat lunch because I've already eaten so much junk while I'm prepared. I bought unsweetened almond milk. I got original flavor, not vanilla. So I'm going to try 1 cup and see how it works. I don't know if I said this or not, I was thinking it. I have some xanthan gum that I can use to thicken it up in a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm going to want some more. Do another cup. So this has 30 calories, 1 carb, 2.5 grams of fat, and 1 whole cup. So this is way less than using heavy cream, which is why I opted for it. Now, I probably could have used heavy cream and diluted it down too. But, yeah, I do okay with this stuff. So if you don't do okay with it, don't use it. But now I'm going to kind of let this all these flavors blend together. And then I'll add some xanthan gum here in a little bit. Doesn't really have a taste right now. A little bit like mushrooms. I'm going to put some garlic salt in it. And some of this adobo, because I like this stuff. You know me, I like these already made up seasonings. And garlic salt. Now, I'm going to cover it and let it simmer. And I'll get back with you. My chickens are done. I put them in 4 6-ounce containers. This is 6 ounces. So what I'll do is I'll take it. Hey, how about I do this so you don't have to look up my nose? Hi. So I'll take on days that I have this. I'll eat it with my salad and maybe put in like a boiled egg for some extra fat in there, or I have some guacamole. No, it's avocado. It's a word I don't use very often, so I forget. So I can put some avocado as an extra fat on my salad with my dressing. So yeah, that's what I'll do with this. Whatever I have to add to keep it at 500-600 or 6-ish, 580, 600 calories for that meal. So yeah, so that's the chicken. Turned out really good and lots of flavor. So something else I'll show you is this is how I usually label it whenever I make it. Like this says chicken 6 ounces. So because I've got so much that I'm going to be putting in the freezer, and whenever I go to pull it out, it's just going to be a frozen lump of meat, and I may not know exactly what it is. And like this one says hot dog Cajun, so that way I know, and I don't remember exactly what I labeled in my Fitness Pal, but I'll be able to find it when I add it. What I should have put on there is 1/4, but once I plug it in one time, I usually can remember. So anyway, so yeah, so that's what I do is I label my stuff, so then throughout the week, whatever I grab, I'll know what I'm getting. So my mushroom and bacon gravy is definitely heating up, and it's watery, like literally watery. So now I want to thicken it up. And 1/4 teaspoon. If I'm using this wrong, please understand. I'm not a chef, and bear with me. This is a 1/2 teaspoon, so I'll use half of this. I don't know how you use this stuff. I'm just going to sprinkle it in, and if it works, great. So now I'm just going to stir it in and let it kind of simmer a little bit longer and see if that was enough to thicken it up. But I don't know if it's like starch where you have to keep stirring it to break it up and whisk it around and stuff. So I'm just going to keep stirring. I have not plugged all the ingredients in yet, so I'm not sure like how much and all this is gonna make. I'll kind of have to look at it when it's done and see how much thick it is and all that good stuff. Alright, I'm gonna cover a little bit longer and turn it down a little bit and see what we get. Added just a little more of that thickener. It's not doing, it thickened it up, but just not a lot. So, alright. So, I figured it out, and I figured out the amount like that. And then this is 26 ounces of the pork that we made. And I plugged it all into my Fitness Pal. And we can make 4 servings. And in the end, it'll be 559 calories for, again, 4 servings. 559 calories, 35 protein, 44 fat, and 4 carbs. So I could pair this up with some, like some veggies. And God love you. I got so much on this video. I'll show you. Rather, I told you I've been eating, 2 cups of veggies for supper. And I'll show you which ones I'm eating. So I'm going to just kind of let this sit and all simmer together for a while, and I'll divide it up later. I enjoy this blend. It's the Normandy blend, and it's those veggies. There's some carrots in there, but I count all the carbs. So, and to be honest, what I've been doing is total carbs instead of can't get it, there you go. I've been doing total carbs more so than subtracting fiber and all that, just to be extra cautious. So anyway, that's the last thing. My ground beef, you've seen me do 100 times. Wait, 1, 2, 3. I'll go on and package these up so you can see, or I'll show it to you up close. And there you go, pork steaks with mushroom, bacon, and almond milk gravy. So let me taste it just so I'm gonna burn myself. And I promise I'm not gonna upload this video until I know the outcome. Maybe I should do a separate video because this dadgum thing's 45 minutes. You may be like, oh my gosh, I just want to get to the results. I'll do that. I'll post it separate.